Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Toddy Walnuts unboxing video. And I'm sure probably most of you who are watching this right now have either received a package or will be receiving a package soon from Vinegar Syndrome. This was part of their halfway to Black Friday sale. Stick around and let's take a look and see what I got in this box. Okay, so I have everything unboxed and I have it kind of strewn across my bed here. I ended up getting 4 titles that comes with slipcovers, and then I ordered 4 slipcovers that were from previous releases that did not have slipcovers before. So let's get into the newest releases first, and these are movies I have not watched yet, at least not that I can remember. These titles don't ring a bell, but the first one is the Blu-ray of Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. And this one comes in a slip box because it only has one opening on the box. It's limited to 3,000 pieces. I don't know if you can see that there on the upper left-hand corner. Limited to 3,000. I have number 2085. It's a pretty heavy-duty slipcover. The artwork is beautiful. Dr. Jekyll is a sadistic, evil, terrifying madman. You'll love him. The blood and violence will haunt your nightmares forever. Looking forward to getting into these movies. Here's the back of it. Kind of a different take on the artwork. Really love the way that these editions look. And here's the movie. I flipped the cover already. This is the cover it came with. I guess it doesn't really matter which one you choose, because it has on each side of the artwork you can flip it and have either one of those 2 covers. I like that one a little bit better. This one comes with the Blu-ray. They don't do the Blu-ray DVD combo anymore, at least not in the ones that I got here. And then it does come with a poster, which I will pause it really quick and I'll stretch the poster out and show you guys. So it is a 2-sided poster, and it's not quite as big as a Scream Factory poster, so it won't quite fit in the, I think that's 18 by 24 frame, unless you have it matted. But there is one image, and then if you flip it over, you have the other image. And that's definitely a beautiful piece. It's worthy of a frame, and I think I'm going to take out my Demons poster there, and I'm going to put this side in there. So let me pause it and put this stuff back, and we will move on to the next title. The next one here is called The Immortalizer. Again, this is a film I'm not familiar with. I don't believe that I've watched this one. Looks like it's very low buck. Almost has kind of a Reanimator look to it, at least on the cover, with the reagent looking needle. It says, if you've been thinking about plastic surgery, Dr. Divine would like to change your mind. Looks like this is a movie from 1989, down there in the lower right hand corner. I should go back and see if I can find the year for Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. I'll find that and let you know by the end of the video for the first one. So this, again, it's a beautiful slipcover, very thick. They call it a double thick slipcover. And everybody knows by now that these are probably the cream of the crop when it comes to slipcovers. Just not only the attention to detail and the, the different color schemes and stuff like that, but the quality and thickness. Very, very nice. So here is the cover. I flipped it. This is region A. I don't know if they all are. I will check them out one by one here. And it does have a little bit of special features, but not a whole lot. It talks about the new 2K scan. There's a making a crazy movie interview and some more interviews and still gallery and stuff. If any of you guys have watched any of these movies, you can go ahead and comment below without any spoilers, please. Beautiful disc art. And then there's the reverse. That's the same as the slipcover. Dog's life, huh? So that is the immortalizer. We will move on to the next one. The one that I'm most looking forward to watching. There's a Psycho Loose with an axe. The Severed Arm. That just looks like a great movie just by the title. It's probably so bad, but it's probably so good. 5 victims cannot stop him, cannot escape the slashing fury, the sound of terror. This is a movie from 1973 from MGM. I like the way that yellow, black, and orange go together really nice. And I flipped that cover. That almost looks like a giallo type cover. Something you would see from the 70s, right? That looks really, really good. So again, this one is region A. And you get a couple of special features. You get a new 4K scan, and you get some interviews, still gallery. It looks like this is another camping with a group of teens type movie. They become trapped in a cave. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out for sure. I'll be watching this one tonight, most likely. There's the disc. And there's the reverse. Haven't looked on IMDb to see what these movies got as a score, but again, I don't really like to judge movies by IMDb, even though for the most part they're pretty much dead on in my opinion, but I like to go through with an open mind when I watch these, so I don't look and see that this might have a 2 on IMDb or an 8 on IMDb and maybe sway my opinion a little bit. I kind of like to go in blind. But that is the Severed Arm. And the fourth and last movie that I picked up is called Blood Games, and this one sounds absolutely ridiculous. It's the way that they were describing it. It was a group of like supermodel bikini babes against a group of rednecks in a game of softball. It goes bad, I guess. For some reason, when they sent this to me, they sent me an extra insert, and I'm not sure why. And if they have mentioned it on social media anywhere, I am completely absent from all social media in my life except for YouTube. Over the last couple weeks, I may never return to Facebook. I may just keep my Facebook Messenger. I'm about 90% sure that I'm going to just completely get rid of Facebook because it's a terrible place to be. I would not recommend social media to people, especially right now. There's too many wackos out there repeating false information and making things up, and there's a lot of hatred, and I'm not going to get into all that here on my channel, but just so you guys know, if you don't see me on Facebook, you can still contact me on Messenger. I'm not going to be around on Facebook much longer. But if anybody knows, I guess the point I was trying to make is I didn't see if they made updates of why there's an extra insert. Maybe there was a printing error on the inside. I'm not sure. But let's take a look. If anybody knows, comment below. Let's take a look at this beautiful slipcover here. It's a thing of beauty. That reminds me of like an 80s drive-in poster that you would see in the lobby when you're getting a snack. You would see all these old posters. Look at that. That's beautiful. Let's see. This movie came out in 1991. Another MGM movie. Here is the extra insert that they sent to me, and I didn't really look it over very much. I just looked at the pictures pretty much, and the two covers look the same as the one I'm going to show you inside there. but there may be a slight detail that was wrong maybe, and they've switched it out. I'm not sure. Again, if any of you guys know, let me know. And then looking into the release, there's the disc art. There's the reverse. And just to kind of look at the special features, you get a 2K scan, and you get some interviews, and a trailer, and still gallery. Again, this one is Region A. And here at the top it just says, "It all started with a simple game of softball. When a women's softball team wins a game against a group of rough-talking and dirty-playing men." So you kind of know what you're getting into. Almost maybe like a trauma film. But that is Blood Games. Now let's take a look at the slipcovers that I picked up. The next 4 items that I'm going to show are slipcovers that Vinegar Syndrome just released recently for movies that they had previously released early on in their catalog. And these were movies that I owned, and they were never released with slipcovers. So it's very cool that Vinegar Syndrome is now going back into their catalog and re-releasing or releasing for the first time slipcovers for these beautiful editions. This one is Psychic Killer, and this is the movie. But I want to take a look at the slipcover before we get into the movie. Very, very nice. Always with the nice color schemes. And again here, it's little details to me that stand out. This flame with the 2 screaming heads is a very glossy finish against this black matte finish on the background, and it has a very nice transition to it. I really like the way that looks. And the flames with the black Psychic Killer font across the flames looks really good. And that bright yellow on the black background, it's really eye-appealing. And this is a beautiful cover. So just to kind of show you guys the movie. Again, this was released without a slip, and I'm very glad that they're starting to go back. This isn't the first time they've done it now for a couple different titles as well. So hopefully eventually we will get everything with slipcovers, which is beautiful. It's a movie from 1975. This is all Region, and it's a Blu-ray DVD combo. I kind of wish they would stay with the Blu-ray DVD combo. I like those. It's kind of like a nice little collector's box set almost. And there's the reversible cover. So we will move on to the next one just to show the special features really quick. 2K scan. I'll do a recap at the end too. The next one here is a movie that was released by Vinegar Syndrome in 2013. This was one of their very first releases, Punk Vacation. And I believe this is a film from 1987. Really cool cover. Again, with the color schemes look really good. You can see that is kind of a, must be like a German poster advertisement for the film. And then here it even has the old school blue case that they used to release the movies in. And for a while I was thinking about going through and taking all my blue cases and pitching them or storing them and just go put everything in clear cases, but now with the slipcover that's not really necessary. Nobody will see the blue anyway, so I still may do it at some point, but this movie was all Region. It's a 2-disc Blu-ray DVD combo. This one also comes with a bonus film called Nomad Riders, which I have not watched that film yet. I have watched Punk Vacation. It was okay. It was kind of a fun watch. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And there you have on the left the Blu-ray and the DVD. And again, this was very early on in the Vinegar Syndrome catalog. We will move on to the next one. The next one is called Night Train to Terror. And this is a horror film from 1985. Very cool cover. Kind of simple, right? It just has a butcher knife with blood kind of jammed into a wooden beam on a railroad track. And this has a nice matte finish. Simple, but it still looks really good. Looks effective. It has kind of a gloomy look to it. Clouds are rolling in. You can see the train in the background with the smoke down its back. Very, very cool. And I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a good slasher film. I would recommend this one if you guys haven't picked it up yet. It is all region. Two-disc set, Blu-ray on the left, DVD on the right. One more slipcover to show you. I'll do a recap and we will close this video out. The last slipcover is called Evils of the Night, and I can't find this Blu-ray for the life of me. I was looking over the past couple days looking for this so I can include it in the video. I either lost it somewhere in my house or I never had it and I thought I had it. But now I have the slipcover. I could easily go back and get the Blu-ray again. If anybody has an extra copy and you want to donate it to the Toddy Walnuts channel, or if you want to do a trade or a sale, let me know. But I really like the way that looks. It kind of has a pulp comic feel to it. Some of the old horror comics from like the 50s and 60s. You know, you can see the zombie arm with the forearm bone sticking out, skeleton hands. Some kind of a ghoul has a handful of her hair. There's a tube coming out of her neck, which looks like it's sucking blood out of her body. It says alien vampires have just landed from outer space in search of the one substance they need to survive, teenage blood. Looks like it was artwork by Tom Tierney, and he did a great job. That looks really good. So sadly, I don't have a movie to put in here yet. I will fix that very soon. They also did send 3 of these little kind of foil metallic-y looking stickers with their new logo. VinegarSyndrome.com. I love the way that looks. They sent 3 of them. So let's do a quick recap. Okay, so here is the recap, and these are in no particular order. Here is the Immortalizer, Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death, the Severed Arm. I may do a twin billing of these tonight, a back-to-back, start with the Severed Arm and finish up with Dr. Jekyll. Those are the 2 that appeal to me the most. There's the slipcover for Evils of the Night. There is Blood Games, and again, if anybody knows why they would send me an extra insert, please comment below. Psychic Killer, Punk Vacation, and Night Train to Terror. And I just wanted to kind of remind you guys about this retro protection that I put on my movies. I put these little plastic cases on my films because, you know, we spend a lot of money on our collections, and especially for slipcovers like this, you want to keep them very protected. So I use a plastic case like this, and you can go to retroprotection.com and talk to Dan, or you can contact him at dang@retroprotection.com and get yourself set up for some protection and keep your movies. These are like investments. The money that we spend, you may as well take good care of your stuff. So that is it for me for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I picked up. I would be interested in hearing what you picked up. If you want to comment down below, or you could even share a link if you made an update video and you want me to check it out. I would love to see what you bought. Always like to see what other people have in their collections. And speaking of that, I'm thinking about doing a Vinegar Syndrome collection overview, shelf by shelf video tonight. I say shelf by shelf, but it's probably only going to be about two and a half shelves for the movies that I have. But I feel like doing that tonight, so you guys stay tuned for that. Hopefully you will tune in to check out my Vinegar Syndrome collection. I'll pull them off the shelves one by one. It's been a while since I've done one of those. It's kind of a chill video, and you guys can go through and see what I have in my collection. And again, comment down below, let me know what you guys have, and if you have any suggestions what I should pick up for my collection. I'm always eager to take suggestions from you guys. So for Miss Hannah and Miss Heidi, I am Toddy Walnuts, and I thank you for sticking around and hanging out with me. Go check out Dan and tell him you need some protection for your movies. He will help you out. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next video.